Go down. My crotch. Slow on time. Go ahead. My crotch. You can go. You're right here. Now look back up. I'm right here. Right here. Look me in the eyes. Come on. Come on. Open up. Easy.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your CWF Mid-Atlantic Television Champion, Chet Sterling!
Man, we got a packed house. My God, stay over there.
This bout is scheduled for one fall with a traditional 10-minute time limit.
Yay, Chet Sterling! Yay! It's a waste of time. Come on. Let's hurry this up. That belt's coming on with me, buddy. That suitcase is going to be a little light. You ready? Yeah. Ready, big dog? Are you ready? You ready? Yo, I look ready. Yo, I look ready. Woohoo! I'm ready. Bring it out.
One fall with the traditional 10-minute Mid-Atlantic television title time limit. And this one is another instance, Cecil Scott, of a rising young man. Really two rising young men with a huge opportunity here, but in a short amount of time, Chet Sterling has positioned himself. He has risen up the ranks as one of the best in the Mid-Atlantic, period. A win by Darius Lockhart could catapult him, put him on the map in a big way, and win him the Mid-Atlantic Television Championship.
Yes, it could. Darius Lockhart has made great strides in just a very short amount of time. And great chain wrestling there by Chet Sterling, by the way. And I'm pumped up right now. I was a little late getting out here. I was talking to the new RGL champion, Jesse Adler, back there. They're so proud of that kid.
Amazing matchup. So many incredible young athletes here in CWF Mid-Atlantic. North Carolina has become such a hotbed for professional wrestling. 1 hour of CWF Mid-Atlantic this week. You get Cedric Alexander, you get Andrew Everett, you get the Ultra J champion Ethan Case, and you get rising stars from the Carolinas like Chet Sterling, Darius Lockhart, Smith Garrett, Jesse Adler, and even Ethan Sharp. Shoulders are down. So much incredible wrestling talent under the age of 30 that is coming out of North Carolina. Cecil Scott, I'm 16 years in this wonderful sport. I can never remember a time when there was so much incredible wrestling, not just in North Carolina, but all over the country. And CWF Mid-Atlantic absolutely showcasing some of the brightest young stars in the game.
Yes, we are. And now, I mean, it's really a great time to be a wrestling fan. There's never been a time where it's more accessible and it's so easy to just be a fan. And I you know, not to pat ourselves on the back, but we do produce some of the best young athletes anywhere. And do you remember being under 30?
No, me neither. I do not, unfortunately. Whoa, the line heads up. Oh, kick right to the gut from Sterling. A lot of my 20s are a blur, and Darius Lockhart may be a blur right now. Beautiful 5-arm, very Terry Taylor-ish.
Yes, sir. And one thing you'll notice about these two, they both have just unbelievable motors. Like, they just do not stop.
Sterling, reversed. Oh, quick as a cat to the ropes, my gosh.
That's what I'm talking about.
Sterling, gorgeous drop kick. Cover from the television champion. Sterling has had his problems in recent weeks with the Ultra J champion Ethan Case. Ethan Case feels like he should be the man carrying 2 belts around here, not Chet Sterling. And I noticed, that could be a concussion right there. That was incredibly dangerous. Kevin Pierce checking right there on Chet Sterling. We saw just a week ago Evan Banks in such a horrible state in that matchup, and Chet Sterling may find himself in a similar situation here. In the back of his head just cracked. I mean, it cranked. I mean, it slammed against the canvas.
Yes, it did. And it's like being in a car crash. And that's exactly what Darius Lockhart wanted. He's a great athlete, but he does prefer a slower pace than one Chet Sterling. He is more of a, like we're seeing right now, he likes to tie you up. He will grapple with you a lot more. Almost a stump puller, but pulled him all the way over. Oh, nice reversal. And Chet, for such a young guy, you know, with only a couple of years in professional wrestling, is such a smart competitor.
Great move from Lockhart. Lockhart, in only, I believe, his second or third year as a pro, is already a thinking man's wrestler. Cover. And almost got him. Lockhart is already a thinking man's wrestler in that ring, and that was a great, honestly, a veteran move. He's a young man in our sport, but he wrestles like a veteran.
Yes, he does. He actually reminds me of almost a younger Roy Wilkins.
Very much so. I absolutely agree with that.
And, you know, just the way his movement around the ring, his pacing and everything is very Roy Wilkins-like. And a nice Dragon Sleeper here, actually. A very dangerous move.
Crowd here coming up for Chet Sterling, one of the most popular wrestlers in the sportatorium. And he sends him to the floor. Sterling to his feet. I was going to say earlier, using that shoulder, hold on.
Might get a sunset flip, yes.
He might. Shoulders are down. A little surprised to see Chet Sterling using his shoulder.
Oh, God.
A running knee strike. Oh, my Lord, steal it. He's going to win the belt.
Ooh, man, that was right to the front of the head.
Perfect precision. I was going to say, Sterling, he got curb stomped into the cement by the Ultra J champion Ethan Case a few weeks ago. I'm surprised to see him using his shoulder as an offensive weapon. The shoulder and the collarbone really took a beating with that curb stomp on the floor.
Yeah, he's just now gotten to where he doesn't have to have it wrapped up.
He may have to have it wrapped up again after this one. Darius Lockhart, who was drawn a few weeks ago as the Battle Bowl challenger for Chet Sterling. He was drawn out of the lethal lottery. Ethan Case interjected himself into the matchup, forced a three-way opportunity. Darius Lockhart never got his rightful one-on-one title shot as the lethal lottery dictates. He is getting it here tonight at our Summer Supercard Absolute Justice. Wherever you are in the world, we thank you for joining us here on CWF Worldwide as we present to you action from our Summer Supercard, the biggest event of the summer. Absolute Justice. We may see a new television champion here on this special episode of CWF Worldwide. Three championships on the line. One has already changed hands, and Darius Lockhart is wrestling a hell of a matchup like we may see another title change.
Absolutely. He is putting everything together here. I've not seen any mistakes from Darius Lockhart. And I think the big difference, he had time to prepare, time to scout, and maybe time to take the head off of Chet Sterling right now. Ooh! Knee to the back of the head.
Almost like a Brody knee. It came off the ropes to the back of the head. Really focused offense from Lockhart. Lockhart into the cover. 2-2. Sterling fights out.
Man, Sterling just has unbelievable fire. I don't think I've ever seen this much fire in a young competitor. Wow, that's nice. He's dropping that knee pad.
Lockhart has clearly been working on his knee strike game in recent weeks. Oh, no. Ooh, didn't get him.
No, rolled him up.
2. Sterling avoided it.
Rider, yes.
Perfect precision. He drove all his weight right into the sternum. That Rough Rider is such a deceptively devastating hold. Think about jumping with your whole body weight and come crashing down on the sternum of your opponent. A very devastating hold.
That's it.
2-2.
Man, he had enough time to recover. It took a good 20 seconds or so for him to make that cover.
8 minutes gone in this television title contest. And we saw Cedric Alexander really work the clock to his advantage earlier tonight. Darius Lockhart does not have that luxury. A draw gets him nothing. A draw saves the title for Sterling, but of all the television champions we've ever seen, Sterling has used the time limit to his advantage the least. He wants to win it or lose it in the ring.
Yes, sir. I've never seen him try to work that clock. And Darius, he would get the old no prize, as they say.
Slugging it out, very dangerous.
Headbutt to the face.
Ooh, they are duking it out.
Man, what a right hand.
That was that huge uppercut. Uh-oh, Sterling is poised.
Might be getting that blockbuster.
Oh, good Lord. He drilled him right into the canvas, too.
Chet Sterling with the blockbuster successfully defends the television title against a game effort of Darius Lockhart. Chet Sterling keeps rolling. Who's going to be able to take that TV title from him?
8 minutes, 58 seconds. Your winner is still CWF Mid-Atlantic Television Champion, Chet Sterling.
Oh, wait, is that Brad? You hear that music?
An incredible win for the television champion, but hold on. Oh, Sterling is ready to fight.
Yeah, I think he's tired of this clown interrupting him.
Sterling is standing his ground, and there he is, the international Ultra J champion, Ethan Case.
Ethan Case is scheduled for our main event tonight, and he's not waiting for Chet to leave.
The International Ultra J Championship is on the line next.
In the house.